Why do something in an hour when you can do it in a day? Why do it in a day when you can take the whole week? I spent a couple hours with these furry little animals, and I have a whole new philosophy on life. It's genius.
People think slothful has like a really negative connotation.
Yeah, it's bad to be a sloth.
Yeah, but actually they've got something really smart figured out and nobody knows it.
Lounging up high in the trees, sloths almost look like they are smirking, as if to say, the joke's on you. Try slowing down. Do you find that you have to slow yourself down to watch a sloth?
The title of my PhD thesis was To Overcome Sloth, You Have to Become Sloth. So.
Fantastic. Rebecca Cliffe is a sloth expert, world-renowned actually. She has a PhD in bioscience and is the founder and executive director of the Sloth Conservation Foundation, based in Costa Rica. How did you get into this?
Well, I grew up in the north of England, which is about as far from a tropical rainforest as you can get, right? But an opportunity came through my university to spend 12 months studying sloths in the jungle, and I fell in love. They enchanted me completely.
Sloths are hard to study. They move so slowly, it takes time to see them do much of anything, if they can be seen at all, perfectly camouflaging in the trees. What do they do in the trees all day long?
They just climb around looking for leaves. It'll take a sloth 30 days to digest one leaf. So they digest everything really slowly and really efficiently, but that means they've got a full stomach, essentially, all the time. And then they don't have to run around looking for food all day. So they've got the luxury of being a bit more sedentary.
We even have sloths to thank for avocados.
Back in the day, I'm talking like hundreds of thousands of years ago, there was sloths called giant ground sloths. Some of them were up to like 6 meters tall.
Oh my God.
They'd walk around the
Imagine
planet.
how terrifying that would be.
They were big friendly giants, but they'd take avocados and eat it whole. And then they were the only species big enough that they could eat the whole avocado seed. So they were the primary seed dispersers for avocados.
Today, Rebecca not only researches, but protects sloths in the wild.
The problems that sloths are facing all, unfortunately, come from people. When they lose their habitat and they lose the connections between neighboring trees, sloths have a problem because they can't run or jump across that gap. So they have to come all the way down to the floor, crawl across the ground, and then go up the next tree, which for a sloth takes it like a whole day, and they're really vulnerable when they're on the ground. So it's all about keeping the sloths up in the trees.
At Connecticut's Beardsley Zoo, we got breakfast ready for their two-toed sloths, Hope and Rhubarb. So you have the protein, then you have the grapes in there.
Oh, the grapes. Yeah, these are like dessert for sloths because they're a little burst of sugar, you know? In the wild, they don't get much sugar in their diet. It makes them really happy.
Hope was speed racing through the trees.
Oh my God, that's a sprinting sloth.
I was gonna say, it looks like that sloth is moving very quickly. Rhubarb, not so much. Oh, now that one has got it right. Hanging out with the sloths, you realize they aren't lazy, but rather energy efficient. Is there something we can learn from sloths?
Everyone's always ashamed to share that they've spent the day doing nothing because they feel like they might get judged for it. But we also benefit the planet if we do less as well and have less and be happy with it. Let's focus on what's important to us and then just let all the rest go. That's what the sloths do.